Hi, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Energize Live on this Monday in the United States, Labor Day. Monday, Labor Day. If you are here in the States, it is a holiday, a long weekend. That does not stop us from making magic. Of course, we make magic in the mornings here on Energize Live, no matter where you are. So if you are watching this, are you off today? Is today a holiday for you? Good morning, good morning. So we're making some Energize. I did a little poll on my stories. I'm like, should we do an Energize Live this morning? What do you think? My husband just left to play golf, so I'm like, okay, we can do that. You should, I don't know if you can see my dog. Can you see lady sitting in there? I don't know if you can see her. She's like sitting up in there. She's the oddest, most diva-ish dog in the world. What are you doing? So what is it? What are you doing this morning? My goodness, the sunrise here this morning, I can't even. The sunrise here this morning was so absolutely incredible. I put it on my story because I'm like, is anyone else seeing this? Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. It was so amazing. So some people have a holiday. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm loving right now? Look at the interaction. Look at the comments. So some people are off. Mondays are normal days off. Some people are, let's see, hold on. Oh, Amanda Pollock. What an interesting question. Does anyone have any suggestions what to give my 2-year-old when you drink your Energize? She wants to be just like mom. Well, does she have a fancy situation for her water? Like, like a cool tumbler or like a cool little glass situation or something that would be just hers so that you could fix her up and like maybe put, a little squeeze of lemon or something like that in there, or maybe like a little maraschino cherry, or just something kind of fun, but it's like her special glass and she gets her special drink, like you get your special drink with that is so fun. That's so fun. You had Northern Lights here. Some people are off, some people are so let me see if I say this correctly. Chawana Renee, you tell me if I said that correctly. She's got a great pic with this gorgeous hat on. Chawana Renee, I don't know if I said that correctly. She says she just adopted me as her mentor. That's funny. I'm here for that. Yes, kids can drink Shakeology. It's food. That is so. It's always so funny to me. Let me just digress for a minute. Okay, when I was pregnant, you don't drink caffeine when you're pregnant, of course. So when I was pregnant, I couldn't have my beloved, mind you, this is years ago, okay? So please do not at me. I could not have my beloved Diet Coke. So I would switch. Y'all, I can't even believe this. Literally, I can't even believe I'm embarrassed to say it. I would switch and I would drink orange high C. Because, that was better for a growing human being. Orange high C, full of chemicals and fake dye and sugar. Here, let me give you the best start possible in life and pump you full of this dye. What? Like, you have to laugh. Otherwise, you'd be like, who let me be a parent? Who said that I could be a parent? I was drinking freaking orange high C. I would go to the McDonald's drive-thru. I'd get myself large orange high C and be like, I'm so good. I'm not drinking caffeine. Oh, my Lanta. Like, what in the world? What in the world? I can't even. So, hold on. I'm just scrolling through the comments. There's so many people on. I'm loving this so much. She doesn't have a fancy cup. She likes the color. Energizes, so I can't confuse it. Okay, Amanda. I'm just going to say this too. Hold on. Let me take a drink my Energize. And I just had a conversation with someone about, listen, I'm a very strict parent. So here's the thing. You're the parent, not her friend. Not to get all parental on this, but you're the parent, not her friend. And here's what you can tell a 2-year-old. Honey, Mommy gets to have something that you don't get to have, and you can have this when you get a little bit older. So until then, you've got your special cup with ice water. Let me squeeze a little lemon in it for you. There you go. Now let's both drink our special drinks. And when you get a little bit older, you can have this drink too. How about that? Can we just say that? I know, it's crazy. How about we just say no? It's crazy. I know. It's crazy. Just a suggestion. Just say no. You can't have that, but when you get older like mommy, you can. So in the meantime, you're going to have this. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so someone just asked, I get a lot of questions still. It's so interesting. I feel like we've been doing this for so long. Do you know we're like on episode 215, in addition to all the other episodes that we've done that just weren't titled Energize Live. And I've made the same morning cocktail every single morning. I always feel like everybody knows, but you have to remember not everybody knows, right? So this is strawberry lemonade Energize, which is to die for. It's so good. It is collagen and it is raspberry flavored emergency. That's my morning cocktail every single morning. Okay, you want to go outside? I do want to show you. Let's go in here. You have some fun music playing. Look at Lady right now. Laying on the pillow. Laying on the pillow like she owns the place. I want to show you, I think they're over here. Okay. I can't. It's so gorgeous. And also I can't. It's so gorgeous. So, and then of course we have the black. I mean, sad little black. Just getting the, just like the black. Okay. The blue and the white. I'm just showing these to you because we're going to talk about these in a minute. We're going to talk about some stuff, the blue and the white. And then since we're in here, can I show you this too? We're going to talk about these blue and the white ones in a minute. This is my office. Listen, we got bookshelves and things that have to happen in here, so please don't. But I have to show you this. Have I showed you this? Look what I did here above my desk. Isn't that amazing? My gosh, I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud. So proud of that. Every day when I stand here, I look up there and see that. So proud. Okay. Oh yes, I've always had a standing desk. Always. Long before it was super cool to have a standing desk, I had a standing desk. Actually, my brother made that desk. And it's been my standing desk for, oh my goodness. Actually, it's been a standing desk since we lived in Wisconsin. So I bet 15, maybe more. Jesse was born in Wisconsin, so maybe 20 years I've had that table. And it was a table in our kitchen that became a desk for me. So it's kind of quiet right now. Like the sunrise, oh my gosh, the sunrise this morning was just so gorgeous. So I didn't know if we'd do an Energize Live this morning, but then I thought we would because I was making my Energize. And I can't do it. I can't do anything on my own. So I'm like, why are we not just doing it together, right? Okay, so are there any questions? Okay, so I just wanted to talk about the planners for a moment because what I'm seeing, and then I do want to share with you something that I just shared on Daily Dose of Real Talk because I think it'll be interesting. So the planners, as we know, I think the blue may be sold out. So there's white and there's black left. And then today is the last day for the Labor Day bonus for the Compass community. And with that bonus, you get access to my morning course. So if you join the Compass community today, or you have joined up through today, you also get a Labor Day bonus situation, that you get access to one of my courses in addition to being in the community. And then access to the Compass community is closing on Friday, September 9th. So, wow, there's just a lot of questions coming in. We must have some new friends. Okay. One at a time. First of all, L Red 101. Love your picture. Are you a new member of our Energize Live community? I'm going to guess that you are, because the first task that you have before I can answer any of your questions is you must change your Instagram handle to your first and last name, because I cannot have a conversation with someone LRed 101. If I saw you in my local Publix, I wouldn't say, hey, LRed 101. I would want to know what your first and last name is. Like, you know mine, right? You know my first and last name. I'm trying to get this where there's no shadow. I don't know if I can just, like, you know my first and last name, and that's why we feel connected. That's why we could have a conversation, but I don't know yours, and that's odd. So let's change that, and then when you do, I can answer your questions. Okay? So when you do, it doesn't matter if you've had it forever. We can change. We can change. Listen, can I say this to you? I got a message from someone. Listen, I hope you're not on here, but if you are, you should change it. I got a message from someone yesterday who wanted me to message her, he, them, and their email address. I can't make this up. And I laughed a little bit because I've used this as an example before. I can't make this up. If you're on here, please change it, okay? Their email address was crazycatlady@gmail. Crazy Cat Lady. But it was spelled like kind of weird, like extra Y's and things like that. And don't do that, okay? That's a hard no. Go change your email address right now, okay? That's just silliness. This is 2022, okay? This is not, what was that thing that my daughters had forever ago? Like literally when they were tiny, there was some little baby video game, and they would have these crazy handle, like, just no, okay? We're not on MySpace anymore. We're not. This is 2022. First and last name, please. So, any and all questions need to have a first and last name Instagram handle. Okay, Minnie, go back inside. So on today's Daily Dose of Real Talk, I woke up this morning and I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about this concept for a while, and I heard this. I feel like I've shared it before. I heard someone say this, and it has stuck with me since I heard it. I can't even tell you. If I knew where I heard it, I would absolutely give that person credit. I don't even remember. And it's this thought, which I think goes so well with what we talked about yesterday on Energize Live. And if you missed that, maybe go back and take a listen to that. And it's this concept. Procrastination. How many of you, yes or no in the comments, would say that you identify, you're self-aware, you self-identify that you procrastinate? I'm not going to say all the time, just at some point in time in your lives, you would self-identify as procrastinating. You're procrastinating. Sometimes you're a procrastinator. How many of you would self-identify with that term and say that it applies to you sometimes? Not all the time, but sometimes you procrastinate. So before we go any further, before I share this, I'm so interested in who identifies as a procrastinator. And then I'll share with you what I heard, and it's stuck with me, and it's so freaking true. Like, when you hear it, it's so freaking true. So when we're procrastinating, we're putting off doing something, right? And therein lies an opportunity for us to examine why we're putting that said thing, event, activity, situation, whatever it is. Therein lies an opportunity as to why we're doing that. Why are we procrastinating on that, right? Why are we procrastinating? Why aren't we doing the thing? And so there is some opportunity in there to really examine why we're procrastinating. The concept that I heard that has stuck with me ever since I heard it, and once I share this with you, I think it will stick with you too. And I hope that it helps. Procrastination is actually arrogance. Take that in for a moment. Procrastination is actually arrogance. Why? Because you think, you believe that you have more time. It's arrogance in that you believe you have another day. It's arrogance in that you believe you have another opportunity. Like we expect to have another chance. I don't know how else to say this other than, you know that there is every possibility that you could go to sleep tonight and not wake up tomorrow. It just is what it is. Like when it's time, and there you go. So when we procrastinate, what we're saying is, oh no, I know I have more time. I know I have another day. I know there'll be another opportunity. I had a quick conversation with someone yesterday. She's like, this was yesterday. She goes, I'm going to sign up for your Compass community tomorrow. And I said, what are you waiting for? And she was like, oh yeah, right. What am I waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for? That procrastination is an assumption that you're going to get another day, that you're going to get another opportunity, that you're going to get another chance, that you're going to get more time. Yes or no in the comments. Is there someone in your life that you wish you had another day with that is no longer with you? Have you experienced a loss in your life? Someone that you wish you had another day with that is no longer with you? Yes or no? And for how many of you, and unless, it's an illness or something like that, I mean, and even then you don't know. For how many of you did you have a last day or a last conversation, but you didn't know that it was your last day or last conversation with them? How many of you didn't really know, like when I was with my dad at Disney the last time that we were at Disney, oh my gosh, I will never forget that time. I remember we were walking up the side of the castle. We were going to get lemon ice for the parade, as one does. And we were walking, and I'm just like loving every bit of it, And I remember he put his hand on my shoulder. He goes, "You really love this, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And that trip was our last trip together here, in Disney. But you don't know that at the time, do you? Do you know? You don't know when it's the last conversation. You don't know when it's the last day, the last experience. And I said, okay, so what are we doing procrastinating anything? Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. It doesn't mean that we're going to do the thing right then. It doesn't mean that. We're human beings trying to figure all this stuff out, right? We are constant works in progress. Always, always, always. So we're not going to get it right all the time. My goodness, that's the journey of being a human being, is that constant evolution, that constant work in progress. And yet, if we can become aware that procrastination is arrogance and just catch ourselves and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's arrogant to assume that I actually get another day. It's arrogant to assume that I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. It's arrogant to assume that I'm going to get another sunrise tomorrow morning. It's arrogant to assume that there might be another opportunity to do whatever it is, to say yes to whatever it is, to be a part of whatever it is. That's arrogant to assume that I get to do that. Why not just say yes now? Like, what are you waiting for? And when you ask yourself that question, like, what are you waiting for? That gives you some opportunity to dig in. Like, let's say you're procrastinating on something, and you've been procrastinating, and what if you ask yourself the question, what am I waiting for? And you give yourself the actual opportunity to answer it. You've got to have a conversation with someone. And you've been putting it off and putting it off. And you ask yourself the question, what am I waiting for? And maybe you even journal on it a little bit. What am I waiting for? Well, I'm nervous it's not going to go very well. Okay, So how can I get proactive in that? Well, it makes me nervous that they might be mad at me today. Okay, how can I, and almost walking through all the scenarios of why we're putting something off, because when we get it down on paper, often it's not as scary as what we feel when it's a bigger situation like that. You know what I mean? When it's a conversation, like I've been procrastinating this conversation. So I'll give you a great example. My brother and I procrastinated the conversation with my mom that she could not drive anymore for a long time. She couldn't drive anymore. Like, we needed to take her driver's ability away. And we procrastinated on that for a while. And why? You know, when you dig into that why, it's like, oh, God, you know she's going to be upset. You're taking away part of their freedom, even though she doesn't really drive anymore, even though it's very dangerous for her to be out on the road. Like, there's like a lot of emotional layers in there. So we're like, okay, we can understand why we're procrastinating on it, except what if she gets in her car and drives and then hits someone and kills a family and da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. The repercussions are so much greater than this conversation. And then we had the conversation, and literally she's like, yeah, I know. And then that was the end of it. And so our anxiety over procrastinating the conversation was, I can't even tell you, 100 times greater than the actual time it took us to have the conversation, right? So if you are procrastinating something kind of heavy, something kind of big, could you take a moment and go, okay, why, and examine it and use it as a moment, like a learning lesson, and go, okay, well, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. How much of this can I control? Oh, none of it. Okay, so let me just go do the thing. And then the smaller stuff, the procrastination, and I mean, when I say procrastination, I mean your snooze button on your alarm. That's procrastinating. Assuming you're going to get another day, assuming you're going to get more time. Not having something so amazing that you want to get out of bed for. Yeah, the snooze button, that's procrastination. That's arrogance. That's also, to me, I don't know if this is going to sound right, but to me, it's also a little bit sad that you're not excited to get out of bed for your day. And if you're not excited to get out of bed for your day, and you're not excited to get out of bed for your life, that's on you to change that. Either the circumstances or your mindset. But that's procrastination too, the snooze button. Waiting to start a fitness and health routine. Well, I'm going to wait to start on Monday. Because I guess magic happens on Monday. Any day can be your day one. Or the woman yesterday was like, I'm going to sign up for your Compass community tomorrow. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Why would you not get in this magical space where there's already like 50 women who are talking about goals and dreams? Why would you not get yourself in the place with most potential today? Like today. Oh, right. So I'm just offering that to you on this Monday, holiday Monday for a lot of us. Maybe you're home. We talked yesterday a lot about living for the weekend or living for the holiday weekend or living for the Friday, and really making some change around our mindset and our life so that we're not living for a holiday weekend, that we're actually living for our life that we're creating on purpose with purpose. And today I offer you this mindset shift in procrastination, that what you're putting off is both an opportunity to examine why you're putting it off and an assumption that you get more time. And once you know that, then you can navigate around it. Because if there is something that's giving you some resistance in the activity, the event, the relationship, the conversation you need to do, examine that. If you're just not doing it because it might be hard or uncomfortable, well, then you're choosing to live a basic, ordinary, average life. I said what I said. Because extraordinary comes from moving through the resistance, not avoiding it. Let me say that again. Extraordinary comes from moving through the resistance, not avoiding it. Moving through the resistance refines you, polishes you, helps you get better, gets you to the next level of you. Avoiding it keeps you average, keeps you basic. I just don't think you show up to have a conversation with me on Energize Live if you want to live an average, basic life. Like, I don't think people who want to live an average basic life keep showing up here in this community. I just don't think you do. I think you want to have an extraordinary life. That's going to require us to move through resistance. And that's going to require us to shed some habits that don't serve us. All of us. And it's going to require us to get uncomfortable and often choose the harder path. Not in terms of making your life harder than it is, but like the harder path, because the harder path is the one where we kind of examine our stuff and really shed it and get rid of it, because that's what makes us better. So I hope this served you in some way today. I hope it just gave you some food for thought this morning. I will give you 2 book recommendations, just kind of off the cuff because they're what I have been reading. I recommended this one last week, and it's called The Soul of Money. So good. And then I just started yesterday. I'll let you know how it goes. The Power of One More. It's Ed Milet's new book. Now listen, I want to be very clear on this, okay? If you pick up a book and you start reading it and it does not resonate with you, where you are, who you are, what you need, the gaps you need to fill in, the lessons and the learning that you need, if it's not resonating with you, here's a crazy idea. Close it, put it down, and go get another one. Okay? So when I recommend a book, I'm recommending The Soul of Money 100%. So good. I finished that. It's extraordinary. I love it so much. Just really getting intentional with your money and the intent behind the money. And we could have a whole Energize Live on that at some point. My gosh, maybe we will. Maybe we'll talk about that on Wednesday. So then I started The Power of One More. I don't know if I'll like it. I'm just 1 or 2 chapters in. I'm just kind of giving it a go. If at some point I don't love it, it's not serving me, I'm just going to put it down. I might come back to it. So I just want you to know, just because everyone else is reading it or everyone else is talking about it or whatever, personal development is personal development. Personal. If you don't love the book, if it's not serving you where you are, put it. There are millions of books in the world. Go find something else. Take yourself to a library or to a bookstore. I was thinking about going to the library today and just wander and find something. That is exactly how I found. I just finished last month Strong Female Lead. I recommended it like crazy. It's so good. I literally wandered through the bookstore and it jumped out at me. I'm like, okay, there it is. So let your intuition guide you. If the book is serving you, read it. If it's not, put it down. Don't force yourself to read. It's personal development. It should grow you personally. Listen, you've got to see my dog out here. Yeah, I'm talking about you. We're just sitting out there observing the wildlife that's happening out there. Tell me she's not the cutest thing you've ever seen. She's legitimately the cutest. I wish the birds would come sometime when we're here. They don't usually come in the morning. The big, maybe they're sand cranes. That's what we think they are. And they come. Do you see this tree right here? So this tree, our neighbors put a bird feeder on it, which then became a squirrel feeder. And these sand cranes would come and they would just pick up the seeds and stuff underneath that tree. So they would come and I'd see them and be like, good morning, good morning, good morning to our bird friends. But they somehow yesterday managed to get the bird feeder down off the tree so they could have access. They could have full access. They were tired of just the crumbs at the bottom. They're like, no, we're going to need all of it. Thank you very much. So yeah, she is the best. She doesn't sleep at night. So there's that. She's up and down like a freaking toddler. But her cuteness saves her. That is the truth with all beagles. So, all right, I hope you have an awesome day today. I hope you do something really magical and amazing. I hope you have time. I hope you have, I call it blue sky time, where you have some time to think and dream. I really made sure that I had that this weekend. I took lots of stuff off my calendar over the last couple days because I wanted to have some blue sky time. Oh, Charlie, our neighbor's out. Our neighbor dog. I wanted to have some blue sky time
to think and to create and to work on some stuff for my team and to work on stuff for the Compass community. And I don't have anything on my schedule today other than like work stuff that I'm planning. And I love that because we all need some blue sky time. So I hope that this gave you some stuff to think about, some stuff to journal about. Maybe I'm going to go do my Compass planner. It's quite worn. I'm going to go do my Compass planner right now. And what is today? Wow, September 5th already. September 5th. And again, I know I would be remiss if I didn't say this again, because I want to make sure that I'm super clear. And I said this on my stories yesterday. Compass community. It's a community centered on the planner. Okay, community centered on the planner. You get the planner. You can join the community. Listen to me. It is open to everyone. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? It is open to everyone. Are we on the same page? It's open to everyone. When you join the Compass community, by the end of the day today, you get my special morning routine bonus. Okay, it's just a bonus for Labor Day. We just thought it'd be fun to offer that. Okay? And it's open till next Friday, September 9th. And then after that, it closes. We really want everyone to start at the same time. I'm considering maybe opening it again in October, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm super excited about this Compass community. I am not running a second round of Compass coaching. My Compass coaching, my small group coaching, the session that's happening right now is the only session I'm doing this year. I'm really pouring into the planner community and into my team, period. So if you have any questions about the Compass community and the planner, you can DM me. But if you DM me and say, do I have to be a coach on your team to be in the Compass community, I literally will block you. I said what I said. I will block you because you're not listening. You're not paying attention and you're not listening. I said it. That lighting's better. Also, you get to see the picture. I moved that over there. And then, starting September 19th, I am running a 21-day fast start to coaching. Starts on Monday, September 19th, 21 days fast start to coaching. And I'm going to be like literally in your ear for 21 days, telling you what to do every single day to get you going as a coach. And the goal out of those 21 days is for you to help one person. That's our goal. So if you are ready to say yes to coaching, then the fast start is for you. So you've got 21-day fast start to coaching and you've got the Compass community. Those are the two ways that we can work together. I'm excited about all of it. I'm super excited about all of it. And can you hear listen, we've got a little bit of Caribbean music playing. It's gonna be a good day. Oh, these are my hair. I'm starting with my Halloween stuff. Is this what you're talking about over here, Beth? Starting my Halloween stuff. This is gonna be my Harry Potter situation. I gotta get some Harry Potter candy right here. I'm starting a little bit of, I got this going over here. We just got this new table. Put it back here. So I've got a little, you can see that. I got that at Anthropology at Disney Springs this weekend. And then this of course you've seen. I have that commissioned. I have a painter who lives in Wisconsin who does stuff. He doesn't do a lot of stuff for people anymore, but he did this for me. He just did this for me, did the Epcot one. So yeah, and he did this. This brings me so much joy. Literally every time I see it. I walk by it every day, I'm so joyful. So you can see I just got this yesterday. Like I'm starting to get my Halloween stuff in, and I changed my front porch to black. So we're starting to get there. Still waiting on my table that I ordered in June. Okay, that's enough of that. Go do something magical today. Go do something epic. Go stop procrastinating. I think if anything, just go say yes. Go say yes today. Have an awesome Monday.